I'm James with Karis, and I'm here with Todd with SOE and Tony with Rune Waker Games, and we are here talking about Dragon's Prophet, the new free-to-play MMO coming up. So, first question, can you summarize Dragon's Prophet in about 3 sentences?
Yes. So Dragon's Prophet is a free-to-play MMO RPG. It's about leveling up your character and capturing some of the coolest dragons that you could ever find.
That was 3 sentences. Well done. Unless, I'm sure someone in the comments is going to be like, one of those was, yeah, right. Anyway, okay. So the dragons are more than just mounts in this game. Why don't we talk about the allure of them and what they do? I'm actually going to go to you this time and not just troll you. What they do in combat, out of combat, that kind of stuff.
Well, basically, dragons are an extension of a class. It does everything from buffering you, attacking the monsters, and also heals as well. Everything you need, it's there to help you, basically. Yeah.
So it's a combat pet. Can it perform any other functions?
Yeah, right. So not only can you can ride them, you can swim with them. Some of them you can fly with. They help you in combat, but they also help you in doing crafting. So your dragons will go out and harvest resources for you. There's 6 different types of crafting, and the dragons can gather resources for all of them. And they can do it while you're playing the game, while you're offline. Really, we let the player decide what they want to do, and then those dragons help you out. You can tame your dragons. You can have them learn all kinds of stuff to help the player out.
So I noticed you're using the word dragons, plural. Can you have more than one?
Yeah. You can have up to 12 dragons, 6 in your inventory and 6 in the stable.
That's a lot of dragons.
Yeah, it is a lot. There's hundreds of dragons in the game. Hundreds that you can tame, other dragons that you can encounter and fight. So it's
awesome. So where did the development team draw some of the inspiration for dragons? I know there's some that don't even have wings. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe the artistic design?
Well, basically, dragons come from any idea we have from obviously overall world culture, Eastern, Western, both sides, from classic novels, Dragonlance, of course, from other games, from anywhere we could think of. We will, draw upon those and make our dragons.
And can you tell me a little bit about the combat system? I was playing it and I wasn't able to figure out if it was kind of a live-action-y thing or a conventional targeting system. You have a left and right click. Do you have an answer for that?
Oh, basically, where you are in battle really matters. You could dodge attacks. You could basically hit multiple enemies at the same time. So really move around and get to the right places to do your combat maneuvers. Yeah.
If I can add a little bit also. It's very engaged combat. So there's no auto attack, sit back and watch your character go. You're moving your mouse, like you said, you have combo abilities depending on which mouse button you hit first, how many times you hit it, so you can create different combos, and then you have skills, and you're always interacting with the keyboard and the mouse while you're in combat. Very engaging combat.
Cool. Can you tell us a little bit about guild housing? I saw it, and it's actually done in a very unique way. I'm going to spoil everything and say it is kind of instanced, but there's a very good narrative reason for the instance. It's not instanced. It's in a sky island.
That's right.
Seems pretty isolated to me. Go ahead.
No. All right. Well, so housing is up in an area we call the frontier, and you have to purchase your lot. So location actually will matter in the frontier system. You purchase your lot. It's a shared area for all the servers. So players will be able to interact with people from other servers. You purchase your house lot, and you can do what you want with it. And then you can set if you want visitors, if you don't want visitors, if other players can interact with you. So there's a lot of freedom and a lot of choice in your housing.
Cool. All right. I know you guys haven't probably nailed down this whole thing this early in development, but monetization, how's that going to work, and how much of the game? See you're confident and ready, so I'm going to go with this guy.
Todd's question, I think.
Well, because we're developing the game and launching it in different areas. So I can speak for the North America area. And really what we're trying to do is make sure we find a balance. We want players that are playing for free to be able to enjoy the game and play it all the way through. We want players that are willing to monetize to be able to play the game at their own pace, maybe a little bit faster, a little more freedom to do other things. But it's not pay to win. It's pay to enjoy the game. So what we're looking to try to, when we have a marketplace, you can buy some vanity items, but really when you're playing your game and you want to unlock more bag space because you don't want to run back to town all the time, you have the option to do that. If you want to enhance your weapons, we'll let you do that for the in-game currency, gold, or we'll let you do that for station cash. So if you want to do it with gold, well, you got to make sure you're going out there and getting enough gold. If you want to do it for station cash, you can just do it faster.
Is there anything in the game that cannot be bought with station cash that really just needs player time commitment?
Oh yeah, absolutely. When you're leveling up your character and you're finding new gear, you're completing quests, that's all going out there, and that's playing the game. Finding dragons, taming your dragons, every player can do that. You have to just go out there and do it.
Okay, so can you tell us about some of the skills that the dragons give to you? I noticed that when you get a dragon, you get a skill to put on your hotbar. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Basically, every dragon skill is random upon capture. So some have as little as 1, some have up to 12 possible skill slots, and all random on capture. So skills, basically, they vary from simple ones, passive, or basically or player activated, or even things that are knowledge based. For example, crafting material knowledge. So basically, depending on the skills you need, you actually use that dragon to receive the end result you want. Basically.
That's awesome. So can I capture a dragon at, say, level 1? He's like my, well, I'm not going to name, I was going to say the name of a Pokemon, but I won't. So let's say, I really fall in love with a guy. He's a cute little red guy, and I want him to be totally badass, and I never want to use another dragon. And, is that possible? Is it viable, or is it possible, or is it you kind of want to catch dragons as you go along?
Again, a lot of player freedom. What do you want to do? You can take that dragon you find early on in the game and continue to make him better. But there are limitations with each species of dragons. Like Tony was saying, there's a limited number of ability slots that a dragon will come with. The higher level of dragon, the more potential slots they'll have available, the different abilities they'll have with them. So now you can level up that dragon. You can train it and have it go out and get better and keep it with you all the way through the game. But you're really going to want to go out, since you can have more than one, you're going to want to go out and find different dragons. Within each species of dragons are going to vary. So you go out and you find the flying black dragon. Each one that you find is going to have different abilities, different number of abilities, different hit points, different strength. So you really want to go out and find the dragons that match your playstyle.
Okay, awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about the class structure and how that's going to work, just leaving dragons aside? I know the game has dragons in it, and it's awesome, but let's just talk about classes. Let's get that stuff out of the way.
All right, classes, very simple, 4 classes. Very simple, very easy. I think there is really only truly 4 type classes, close combat, ranged, magical, and a mixture of both. That's it. So we don't want to complicate things with, 10 classes. 4. And basically it's the dragons that will differentiate you between you and other players. Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
I can add a little more.
Sure, go for it.
So you can also train your classes however you want to. So we have a skill tree. And as you level up, you get points to put in that skill tree. You don't get enough points to fill out the whole skill tree. So there's that variation. I'm playing a Guardian, which is the hand-to-hand combat guy with heavy armor. But I can make my Guardian much different than Tony will make his Guardian. So not only, the dragons and the natural abilities you get as Guardian, but the skill tree that you pick. So everyone can play the game a little bit differently, which really makes it more than just 4 basic classes, right?
For sure, and all the combinations of the dragons. All right, so rapid fire questions. Favorite dragon, go.
The Runewake dragon.
Okay, your turn.
That's not fair. Oh, wait. So player dragons or any dragon?
Any dragon.
Here he is, the Cronus.
He's pretty badass, I won't lie. All right, so I suppose the last question I have is PvP. How is that going to work in the game, and where is that going to take place?
Well, PvP is going to take place in the Frontier system. We're working on the implementation of PvP right now, but it's going to be kept, unless I'm wrong, and Tony probably knows more about this than I do, but it's going to take place in the Frontier system, not down on the ground where you're progressing your character. And it's going to be open for everybody.
So it's kind of to prevent griefing and that kind of stuff. Do you have anything to add to that?
That's it. We don't want people ganking other players. So, keep it all the PvP on one place where players that want to enjoy it can come, and players that don't want to get ganked and just play the game, they can.
So are players going to be able to look outside their window because the housing is on the Frontier and maybe see like a PvP battle and then just sip their dragon coffee?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. All right, the final, I guess I said that was my last question, but I was lying because I got to touch on this. Somebody said it during the conference, and I thought it was hilarious. So the dragons are kind of a mix between dragons, you know where this is going, and other animals, and we can see like a chicken dragon and a buffalo dragon. And how did that come to be? How does a dragon and another animal make?
Magic.
Awesome. It's a beautiful magical stork that drops the...
It's, the process of evolution. It's how we have so many varieties out there. Just like every animal, right?
Well, I guess they said the same thing about the Dovahkiin, right? It was like, how are you half dragon? Anyway, kids, turn this off right now, but thank you very much, Todd and Tony, for joining me. We're really looking forward to the game. It's free to play, and when do you think players can kind of maybe get their hands on this in a beta or something?
Well, closed betas are going on right now. Every week we're letting in more people, so just hang in there, and you'll get your chance to play.
You'll be riding dragons in no time. Thank you very much.
I'll put a little plug in, too, because we have a pre-order package, and if you buy that pre-order package, you get VIP beta access, and so that's going to guarantee you earlier access, both to the closed beta, and when we go into open beta, it'll get you earlier access than everybody else, guaranteed.
And you get a dragon with that too,
You
right?
get lots of stuff. Yeah, including
Badass dragon.
the best dragon.
And on that note, goodbye.